Call this meeting to order, 9:31, Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024. We're here to review a late tax fee forgiveness request from Katrina, Lakko. And so I'm going to start with asking you to explain what you're asking for, and then I'll ask the treasurer for her side of what's going on so I can get all the information.
Sure. So we bought the Wells Fargo building in Kellogg on November 30th. And I didn't think that there were property taxes that would be due for last year because, well, the year was almost over. And we didn't get anything in the mail saying that property taxes for last year were due until last week. And I came in that day and paid them. And so all I'm asking is if there's a possibility that we would be able to have the late fees and the interest just forgiven and applied to our payment that we'll have in June. It'll be due for the second part for the year.
Did you get a credit in closing at all?
They gave us a credit, yes.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that because they didn't go over it. We went to an auction, and so they didn't talk to us about property taxes at all. And so I just assumed that it was something that was already taken care of because it was so late in the year.
Yeah, so I pulled your recording from the recorder's office, and this exhibit was with it that said that they were not paid.
Oh, okay.
That you signed to, and on the back of the tax bill, it does state by Idaho code that just because you don't receive it isn't an excuse, which we printed on the 21st, mailed out on the 27th, which is the same day you signed that.
Okay. But it didn't get sent to us. It went to Wells Fargo.
Of course.
Right? Yeah.
Because it was already printed on the 21st in Wells Fargo's name.
Yeah.
And by the time it's recorded in the recorder's office and the assessor's office gets the information and then our side pulls from there, it's about a month. And we don't know when people are buying and selling because they do it every day. So that's something that the assessor's office doesn't come over and say, well, we need to remail. You know, it's left up to the buyer as their responsibility.
Okay.
So that's pretty much, and then I printed what you had paid, but you have that also.
Yep, I do.
Yeah.
So your original request was to have us forgive which part?
We have a late fee for 2 parcels and then interest for both of them as well.
It's right here on the next sheet. The 2 middle amounts, and there's 2 different parcels.
The 46 and the 83?
Yep. And then they have a smaller parcel.
And once you've applied the payment, it's already been paid, so you've already portioned out to the districts and everything needs to go. So, yes.
Okay, well, Madam Treasurer, what else would you like to add to the...
I don't really have anything else, just the fact that, reading through everything.
Right. We should have recognized that they needed to be paid.
And getting a credit in the closing is another sign. And you sign to it, and it's stated. And you have property at 359 Drummond since 2016. So you know
and it just comes out of our loan, so we don't. But when we had some property over in Kingston, we were always very good about paying on time. So it's not like we're people who just don't pay because we aren't those kind of people.
Right. But you know the process of how it works. When we bill, what the due dates are. If you didn't get a tax bill, you would have called me and said, hey, I didn't get a tax bill on that property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So that's pretty much all I have.
I don't see what we can do with that.
I feel unfortunate that you got caught up in that, and it's definitely. It's happened
right at the wrong time.
to people, but I can't see Shoshone County being responsible for it as far as waiving that, especially since we've already been dispersed our proportions of the tax monies that are paid.
Okay.
And then it makes it really trickle effect when you start taking things back out, and a lot of work on the county.
Okay.
I do appreciate your request and your thinking on that. I understand that, but I don't see what we could do that would be fair to everybody else.
Okay.
But
Because this is a common question.
yeah, people that don't get their notice or.
That's why they actually had to print it on the back of the notices to print for
Yeah.
that reason with the code. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, I don't see that we could take any action that wouldn't be adverse to the county at this point, do you?
No, I don't either.
Okay.
Although I'm.
Well, I do
So,
thank
yeah,
you for
but-
taking the
Yeah.
time to come in.
Yeah, I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I thought it would be an easy thing. It would be like, oh, we'll just do this and that, because I just didn't think that it was.
When
That
you did
difficult.
it for everybody,
Yeah.
and of course you have to do it for
I
all the
understand.
folks. And so then we get into trouble with matching with state law on that.
Yeah.
So,
I understand. I appreciate you taking time to meet with me.
all right.
Absolutely.
Well,
That
thank
was
you
nice
for your-
meeting you.
Nice meeting
Yeah.
you too.
Okay. All right.
Now
well,
I know
we'll take,
who owns that bank.
we'll take
Yes,
no
now we
action
know.
today.
I know my kids are super excited. We have a great safe.
Oh,
Yeah.
You have a really nice safe now. All right. With that, we are adjourned.